nwanne m nwoke ka ị mere ama m na arụ dị based on ajụjụ ejụrụ m gbasara ihe Biafra. I just nọsia meeting on Wednesday with my colleagues from the southeast, with the presidency, with some ndị ugwu. So anyị wee kpọọ ndị na-handle kesi Simon Ekpa. I say ha emelu m ala because we are following up. Also the presidency, they are following up with the southeast politicians because he were much upper hand on the case. On that very meeting, I was there, and ndị na-handle kesi Simon Ekpa kọwara anyị ọfụma nwecha much thing ha nwere ike ijili hoduo Simon Ekpa. So anyị gwara ha na emelu m ala, no matter what, they must not let Simon Ekpa be released. That they must do anything that they know they can do to see that Simon Ekpa is being detained back in the prison. I want to make sure na ekipru Simon Ekpa at least 2027 election. So my brother Eba Kaino now, fingers across. We are hoping that they are going to do their job because and they will do their best to see that they kept Simon Ekpa in prison till that very 2027 election. So we have a serious agreement with them, and we agreed that we are going to keep our own agreement with them, and we should make sure that they keep their own agreement and do their job very well. So udodi ka na aga n'ubi ka jinaka nwanne m nwoke emesia ka ịmara ka ihe jinaga na Finland. Our eyes is on Finland now. So my brother ka emesia onkwere ka ihe jinaga m ga na keep you update, okay?
Oh my goodness me. So for now, I'll then I will begin to analyze it. Okukale. Ama ebe mmesi wee banye na this particular Okukale. So I want every Biafran to understand the battle that we are facing. The same people who put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu where he is today are the same people who are fighting hard to make sure that Simon Ekpa remains in prison. So, let us analyze the voice note. Remember, we always say that word came from Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko, and then we took it. We always say that even your own wife, Adago, that the spirit of Biafra will enter them, and they will send us your own secret that we are going to use to expose you. Are you paying attention? Even your wife, Adago, will send us your secrets, which we are going to use to expose your evil. We always say this thing, and some people thought it's a joke. Look at the evil plans that they are having for Biafra. Not Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa can be there for next year. But they are not doing it to Simon Ekpa. They are doing it to Biafrans. That's why they don't care. What they are doing to Simon Ekpa is exactly what they are doing to Biafrans, not Simon Ekpa. him as an individual, he doesn't care. He's not perturbed. Like he's not he's not phased with being in prison. He's not moved. Inegodo anya otu o si ekwu okwu, ige ya ntị n'onu, ifu movement ya, you see that he's not perturbed, he's not moved for being in jail. So he can be there. It's not heaven cannot fall for him. But his own problem, Samuel's problem, is that as he is in prison, 70 million Biafrans are in prison with him. So he himself is not seeing it as a problem for him, but he's seeing the 70 million destinies that are there, locked up there with him. That is his own problem. That is what is giving him headache. That is what is giving him a sleepless night, because the destinies and the lives of 70 million Biafrans are locked up there with him in jail, which he also told the judges. He told the judges that, you see, when this massacre is going on in Nigeria, people who are not concerned, people who have not fallen victim, will think that these things are stories. They will say, it doesn't concern them. But the day you will fall a victim, or your loved one will fall a victim, then that is the day you will realize what is really happening in the damnable zoological republic. He told the judges this. And it's reality. He couldn't have said it better. He couldn't have said it better. Now, let us analyze this voice note. Please, everybody pay attention to this. Let us analyze it. Your wife will send us your secret, which we are going to use to expose your evil. This word has always been there since 2020, since 2021 till today. And they thought it's a joke, because the spirit of Biafra will enter the wife of an evil man to send us. Have you asked, how did we get the picture of Ekpa Kwensi Arirakaria? Why is he no longer talking? Ekpa Kwensi Arirakaria, why have you gone quiet? Okanekwu okwu on Akpugo. Because he always watch our programs every blessed day. He watch. Onwike ọ ga-esi nke a na-eche ọmapụtakwuo drop ofu na WhatsApp. Ebe kwepụtakwuo okwu anyị abụgo gị ọnụ ekwensu ọdụ ogologo, anyị abụọ na gị ọnụ, anyị Biafra akpọdogo gị isi na anyị. Ode mmadụ gị otu ihe na-ele na ndụ, azin ihe anọ ndụ otu a ndu na-arịpụta gị na arụ, ihe adị ndụ lee ma gụọ ma ndị otu gụọ Jovic Ademo, Chukwuka Ofuegbu, Nneka Chimezie, Chibuzo Egwu Atụ, ka nga anwụ n'ụra unu ya ele na ndụ, ebe unu si na ọnwụ ụmụ Igbo na-anwụ dị unu mma. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na Maazị Simon apụtaziri ịzọ ndị Igbo ndụ abụrụzie your problem. Unu ya adị ndụ na-ele, ndụ na-apụta unu n'alụ. Unu ga kee ego na-apụta na-agba anyị mgba, including Nyambaba. Unu ya adị ndụ na-ele. Unu ya adị ndụ otu a na-ele. Nyambaba, ọkwa ego a Soludo na-ebunye ego ibizi Ọka na enyego gị ụlọ n'Ọka, ị nọrọ ọfụma, nye gị moto ị na-agba, ịnọzi ọfụma na ụmụ Igbo na-anwụ, ọ dị oke, nsogbu adịghọ. Unu ya adị ndụ otu a na-ele. Don't play with the spirit of the dead. Now, let us analyze this voice note.
Nwanne m nwoke, ka ị mere, ama m na arụ dị. Based on ajụjụ ejụrụ m gbasara ihe Biafra, I just will not see a meeting on Wednesday with my colleagues from the kọwara anyị ọfụma na arụ dị. Nwanne m nwoke, ka ị mere, ama m na arụ dị. Based on ajụjụ ejụrụ m gbasara ihe Biafra, I just will not see a meeting on Wednesday with my colleagues from the southeast.
Because let me know first if the voice note is coming out clear, if it's very clear, because on my side it's very clear. Let me know if it's clear on your side, if you are hearing it properly from your end before we continue. Now, according to him, he said, we just finished meeting, I just Nosia meeting on Wednesday with Southeast politicians. We just finished meeting on Wednesday. Meeting akwa na Abuja ka o melo. Ọkwa na Abuja. Ọ bụ ọkwa na ala Igbo here. Ọkwa na Abuja ka o melo. Na Abuja ka enwele ya bụ meeting. Na afa Jos Nosia meeting. Also, we na Jos Nosia meeting on Wednesday with Southeast politicians. Southeast politicians. Gini meze with your name, by the way, with who?
Up with the southeast politicians because he were much upper hand on the case. On that very meeting, I was there.
Now you're not there. Now you're not there. Remember this voice note I always told us that sometimes send the align information. We have evidence. But sometimes we don't show the evidence in order to preserve the source of the information, both for their security and also for continuity. Are you paying attention? Both for their security and also for continuity. Mana this particular information, Shigonaka we felonaka, and Enyerum go ahead order to air it. Yotago, Enyerum go ahead order to air it. That's why I'm airing it. I'm not airing it by my own power. Because every time we get information, najo, nko kwese po, icholoko poezi, asem yes, or poezi, asem no, mpotakawalu gyakawalu without giving you the direct evidence. So ajulomu nka oya unacholoko po, asem yes, wewe potea. Yotago, osigo naka felo naka. Now, na fanwelu meeting. Let us hear that again before we proceed.
Nwanne m nwoke ka eke mere ama m na arụ dị based on ajụjụ ejụrụ m gbasara ihe Biafra. I just Nosia meeting on Wednesday with my colleagues from the southeast, with the presidency, with Somdi Ugu.
With my colleagues from southeast, with the presidency and some Ndugu politicians in Ndugu, Fulani politicians. I want you to see the people who are working with southeast politicians to destroy their own people. They are working with the presidency and some Fulani politicians to destroy their own people. Why saving the North? They are saving the North for Boko Haram. They are saving the North for Islamization. They are saving the North for Fulani terrorists. They are saving the North for Fulani conquest. That's why you can never see Nigerian military shooting at sight anywhere in the North. You can never see Nigerian military or police shooting at sight anywhere in the North. Even upon how high how high the terrorism is in the North. The level of terrorism in the North is very high. Yet you don't see Nigerian terrorist army shooting anybody, shooting at sight anywhere in the North. You don't see Nigerian terrorist police shooting at sight anywhere in the North. But in the East here, anywhere you hear, even if you don't hear them, they are already shooting people. Look at what happened in Asaba, in Delta State the other time. How they unalived that young man just for nothing. And when they asked, they say they saw they said there's a package. The guy was having a package, and then there was a pistol inside that very package. That's why they shot the boy. It's only son, the only son of his mother. They shot the boy, the young boy. They killed him just for nothing. And then what did Nigerian youth do? They did protest, few days protest, and then they gathered. I think very dark man and his friends gathered and went to do condolences to the mother and gave her something. That's all. It finished. That the matter ended there. Till today, we don't know the fate of that very criminal police. Till today, we don't know whether they have jailed that man or not. Well, we don't know, or whether they released him, or whether they swept the matter under the carpet. Till today, we don't know. Nobody is even talking about it anymore because people now believe that they have bigger fish to fry. They are looking for 2027 elections. Tell me where those things are happening in the north. Tell me where. So Igbo politicians aligning with the Fulani politicians to destroy Igbo people only in Igbo land. But in the north, no matter how high the insecurity is there, yet you don't see Nigerian terrorist army and police shooting at sight there, unaliving people for fun. Only in the east. Now let us listen.
So anyị wee kpọọ ndị na-handụlụ kesi Simon Ekpa. I say Lumala because we are following up.
So they now call the people who are handling Mazi Simon Ekpa's case the prosecutors. The what? The prosecutors. They call the prosecutors. And they had meeting with the prosecutors. How many of you remember? I've said it many, many times here. I always give us reasons why. Oh God, I thank you. What a coincidence. Before we begin our program, whenever our PM is in the court, when we are giving details of our PM's court appearance, I always make a certain speech that, listen, I gave us few reasons why what we have to do what we do, because we are not leaking any information to the enemies. The enemies are already there. The enemies are there in the court, standing with our prime minister there, looking at him. Court. Those two prosecutors are not just working as prosecutors. Onwe ihe gbasara ha with ife na-eme na Nigeria. Onwe ihe gbasara ha with ihe na-eme na Biafra. The only reason why they become the prosecutor of our prime minister in this very case is because Nigeria hired them. And they are Finnish people, they are Finnish lawyers, and they have jurisdiction in Finland. Nigeria cannot bring lawyer from Nigeria to go and prosecute Simon Ekpa in Finland because the lawyers of Nigeria do not have jurisdiction to prosecute anyone in Finland. So they have to hire a lawyer from Finland to prosecute Simon Ekpa and Jok because the case is in Finland. You understand me? So I have always told us that, look, Nigeria government is not getting any information from us because they are already there in the court. The prosecutor is working for Nigeria. He was hired by Nigerian government. You understand me? There is no way a prosecutor will just come all the way from Finland to be prosecuting Simon Ekpa and Joko for what they say that is happening in Nigeria. How? They were hired by Nigeria. So Nigeria's eyes are the prosecutors in the case of our prime minister. So I always make this point. For anybody thinking that, when we give details of our PM's case, or what we call the transcription of our prime minister's appeal proceedings, we are leaking information. No, the enemies are there already. Look at what the man said. Pay attention.
On the Nahandlo Casey Simon Ekpa, up with the Southeast politicians. because he had much upper hand on the case. On that very meeting, I
Did you hear that? Because Fenwero upper hand on the case, they do not have upper hand on the case. Because they do not have upper hand on the case. I want you to outline that. It's very, very important. We are going to revisit it. Now, continue.
the Ugu. So anyị wee kpọọ ndị na-handle kesi Simon Ekpa.
They now call the people who are handling the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. And what happened? Please continue.
Emelumala, no matter what, they must not let Simon Ekpa be released.
Osifa, Nemenumana, no matter what happened, they must not allow Mazi Sam. That is now what the Nigerian politicians are telling the prosecutors, that they must do everything within their powers to make sure that they don't lose the case. That they must do every single thing within their powers to make sure that they don't lose the case. This is now the stand of the Nigerian politicians between Southeast politicians and the presidency, which is of course controlled by the Fulani, the Northerners.
And back in the prison.
Now listen.
I make sure na keep Simon Ekpa at least 2027 election.
That they must make sure that Simon Ekpa remains there at least, according to them, at least till 2027 Nigerian presidential elections. At least 2027 general elections, presidential elections. Onananokwa. 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 This is incredible. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Oh my God.
Kọwara anyị ọfụma enwechaghị much thing ha nwere ike ijili hoduo Simon Ekpa. So anyị gwara ha na Emelumala, no matter what, they must not let there. And ndị na-handle kesi Simon Ekpa kọwara anyị ọfụma enwechaghị much thing ha nwere ike ijili hoduo Simon Ekpa.
Did you hear that? Osetigonu. Osetigo. This particular word now. Let me play it. Please pay attention. Listen to this.
Kọwara anyị ọfụma enwechaghị much thing ha nwere ike iji. Ha nwere much upper hand on the case. On that very meeting, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
And ndị na-handle kesi Simon Ekpa kọwara anyị ọfụma enwechaghị much thing ha nwere ike ijili hoduo Simon Ekpa.
That they told them, oh my God, this one now choke. You know why you choke? For all the idiots, all the non-entities, all the nincompoops and unscrupulous elements, the likes of Joe Vicadem and other criminals on social media who have already prosecuted and jailed Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko with their mouth and their lies. That even the prosecutors themselves have told the zoo government that they do not have any tangible thing at hand to keep Simon Ekpa Njoko in prison. They have told the zoo, this is live and direct, you are hearing it live from an oppressor, because the person who sent the message, the voice note, was talking to his brother, his friend, and he may be friend, but he said, my brother. So he's talking to his brother, and he was there. He was there. You understand? He was there. So now, they have already been communicated to that there is no any tangible thing they have that they want to use to keep Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko in prison. Nothing. This is coming from the prosecutors. Let's listen to that again. I want you to pay attention. Please, if you are joining me now, make sure you are hitting the like button. Make sure that you are hitting the like button, and you are also sending the link to any group that you belong, both on WhatsApp and Facebook. Please pay attention to this.
On the case. On that very meeting, I was there. And ndị na-handle cases Simon Ekpa kọwara anyị ọfụma nwecha much thing ha nwere ike ijili hoduo Simon Ekpa. So anyị gwara ha na
Joviko na anụ ya kere afọ ya ebe kwensi, are you listening? Are you paying attention? Kere afọ that evil woman a na-akpọ Nneka Chimezie na ndị otu ya, are you people listening? Because you have evil mind, because of your ulterior motives, because of your criminal agenda against the Igbo people, you have already crucified Simon Ekpa. You have already, prosecuted him on social media. You have already jailed him for life on social media because you have ulterior motives. The prosecutor who is handling the case, who has been paid by Nigerian government, has communicated to the zoo government, to Nigerian government, that they don't have any tangible thing to keep Simon Ekpa in jail. They don't have any evidence that will continue, that will enable the continuation of Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko in prison. No evidence whatsoever. I remember last year when he was convicted, all the evidences that Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko gathered, he did not present them. This is one thing everybody must know today. All the evidences that our Prime Minister gathered last year, he was not able to present them because the previous lawyer was busy sharing information with the prosecutor. The previous lawyer, that happens to be a government lawyer, was busy sharing information with prosecutor. And anytime Mazi Simon Ekpa wants to speak, he will tell him to relax, to calm down. He will tell him to calm down. He was unable to present his own evidences, and everything he said was just written information and the ones that they said verbally. And then they convicted Simon Ekpa. And that is what they are trying. The prosecutor is trying to repeat the same thing now, bringing the statement of technical glitches. You understand? They want to do the same thing. They want Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko to only speak with his mouth, not to show anything, whereas they have shown everything they wanted to show on television from our Prime Minister's X account. And I had somebody speaking yesterday or late yesterday, but I watched that video early this morning. I had somebody saying that the prosecutors are also coming back again to continue presenting their evidences. They said that prosecutor, the person who believes that Biafra Unite is na Biafra Unite na analia ni, maybe na Biafra Unite na eme overshadow, kulu say na prosecutors also no Rosie from lawyer, na prosecutors ya biakwi present kwa evidences again, which our Prime Minister communicated to us openly that the prosecutors have finished their own presentation. Now it is his own turn. This word came from our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, live and direct, and he communicated it openly to our own people while they finished one of the proceedings He told our people that the prosecutors have finished their own case. Now it is installed. So somebody who has been on my case, on my neck, all along, thinking that I'm overshadowing him, said yesterday night that the prosecutor is coming back again. I don't have that information. He may be correct. Only him knows how he got the information. I don't have that information. So he said that the prosecutor is coming back again to present another evidence. And according to him, he said that they are going to present their evidences for 2 days. So that's one I don't know. I don't have the information. So and I'm not even going there. I'm not going there. I'm just trying to connect the dot. This very meeting took place on Wednesday, right? On Wednesday, according to the voice we are listening, the meeting took place on Wednesday, and then today is Friday. That is 2 days ago. So, and the person made this comment yesterday. The person made this comment yesterday, which was on Thursday. Why this meeting, according to the evidence we are playing, took place on Wednesday. And now they have information that the prosecutor is coming back with more evidences to present moving forward. So that's one which I don't have the idea. I've never said it since. I've never said anything like that. But we had it yesterday from one individual. So now, if you connect the dot, he may be right. If you connect the dot, he may be right. Maybe after this very meeting that happened in Abuja on Wednesday, you understand? Then maybe they have, the politicians may have forwarded more things to the prosecutor, and then the prosecutor now decide or alert the court that he has more things to present. These things, I am only connecting the dot. I don't have the information. I don't have the idea. Now, nevertheless, let us continue.
Which are much thing how we ijili, hold Simon Ekpa. So I gwara ha na
Sorry, today is Saturday. Sorry, today is Saturday.
Emelumala, no matter what, they must not let Simon Ekpa be released. And they must do anything that they know they can do to see that Simon Ekpa is being detained back in the prison.
Alo melo. N'ife ọbụna famafa ya eme to make sure na Simon Ekpa na-arapụ ya na eme ya. Ife ọbụna famafa ya eme fama ya to make sure na alapụghọ Maazị Simon Ekpa Njoko. Unbelievable.
Na gamga na keep update, okay? One nwoke keke and ndị na-handle case Simon Ekpa kọwara anyị ọfụma which much thing ha nwere ike ijili